Joining us now to talk about the conversation surrounding mental health is psychiatrist Dr. David Gratzer from the Center for Addiction and Mental Health. Doctor, what do you think of these online conversations or pledges of support that we see on social media? Do you think they make a difference?
They make a difference. Studies suggest that, but I remember a patient of mine who'd struggled with bipolar and struggled with accepting that she had bipolar. And one day, inspired by the Bell Let's Talk, she posted on Facebook. This was a couple of years ago when people were still on Facebook. And she was so moved by the comments of friends and family, yes, but also people she had never met. It literally changed her life. She took the illness more seriously in the treatment and went back to school. Wow. So I think these campaigns do make a difference, not for everyone in every circumstance, but collectively. And I think it's a wonderful day as a result. Maybe also makes them feel a little bit more normal, a little bit more a member of society. I think still, despite all the progress we've seen over the years, mental health is considered different, including by people who have mental health problems. And this is a reminder, we're all people. 1 in 5 Canadians will have a mental health problem this year. Maybe it isn't so different than physical health problems that I think would be more ready to discuss, perhaps.
How has the conversation surrounding mental health changed over the years? And do you think there's still a long way to go to end the stigma?
Well, I've been doing this since they invented fire, and I marvel at how much the conversation has changed. I mean, I remember not that long ago, no one seemed to have a mental health problem, except, of course, people did. And now we have celebrities and Olympians and politicians talk about their mental health problems, and it's changed the conversation we have in union halls and in boardrooms. But there's still work to be done. There's a recent paper published in JAMA Network Open, an American publication, showing that with illnesses like depression and anxiety, people are much more open-minded than they were even 10 years ago. But in contrast, for psychosis and substance disorders, we have work to be done. So I think tremendous progress. I'm very grateful for that, but we still have a lot of work to do.
What's your advice for someone who may be struggling with their mental health?
I think it's worth getting informed and, if appropriate, getting help. So there are lots of resources one could turn to. Internet resources are particularly easy to access for many of us. I like the CAMH webpage, so that's the hospital I'm affiliated with. It's camh.ca. I have nothing to do with the website, but it's a great website. Well-written, easy to access resources for everything from depression to alcohol use disorders. That's a good start. But I also think that we shouldn't hesitate to reach out for care. If you think you're going through more than just a bit of stress, if you're having difficulty getting out of bed, if you're finding your mood is often very low, if you're having thoughts perhaps even about hurting yourself, it's worth reaching out and getting help, perhaps starting a conversation with your family doctor. The point is that help is available. And while somebody who might feel very depressed, an example, feels hopeless, in fact, depression is a highly treatable condition, as are most psychiatric disorders. This is a complicated and fancy way for me to say, hope exists. You can get better. So please reach out for some help.
Thanks so much for joining us, Doctor.
Well, these things are important. And again, if one of your listeners has questions or comments, the CAMH webpage is a great place to start.